You're with your boy, Mr. Yee Yee. Good morning. We're here in Davis, California today to do an estimate. Like I say, we do those estimates in person. So this client reached out to me after seeing me on Google. But now I'm here giving the estimate, but I have to get in the garage, and the garage door is locked with a bolt lock. So the client asked me, "Do you have a thing?" So I got to get the Zawsaw out. And you know, that's why we bring all of our tools. Let me get the Zawsaw out with the blading, cut that bolt, and get in there and get this money. We'll get back at you. Yes, yes. So, yes. So, just got the Zawsaw out, cut that blade. Now it's time to get in that garage and get to this estimate. And you know, that's what Mr. Yee Yee does. It's so important for you to carry your tools with you all the time, even at an estimate, because you just never know. Just like that, we're gonna give this estimate now. We'll let you know how it goes. Mr. Yee Yee style. Yes, on a beautiful Tuesday morning. Let's go. Yee Yee. Yes, this is Mr. Yee Yee. So we're doing our estimate right now. We're just wrapping it up and we're doing a whole house estimate. This house was just left to be, you know, there was a situation. The client purchased this house and, you know, needs this house to be emptied out. You know, everything has to be emptied out. Everything from the closets to the bedrooms, everything is still here like if someone just lived here. So the thing is that I got junk kings coming right now. The junk kings are coming right now, and you know, they're gonna do their best to get this job and get me out of it. You know what I mean? A local guy. So, you know, we have to work with our local owners and everybody works together. But you see, there's so much stuff in here. But junk kings are coming right now, and they're going to do their best to get me out of this house. Trust me, this is a whole house clean out with Mr. Yee Yee. You guys are seeing, again, Mr. Yee Yee, another house clean out. But we make it happen. Full kitchen needs to be cleaned out. Everything needs to be cleaned out of here. Everything. But like I say, even what's in that refrigerator. But like I say, we do in-person estimates. Everything has to be gone. We do nothing but in-person estimates. Everything has to be gone. Even the garage. We're gonna go to the garage now and show you the garage. Even the garage has to be tore apart and tore down. And the garage has a lot too. I'll let you guys see this beautiful garage. Look at this beautiful garage. At one time, this had nothing but beautifulness in it. You know, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hopefully get this job and, you know, tear it apart. Another full house clean out, but, you know, estimate in person. This whole garage. Ooh-wee. This is Mr. Yee Yee. We pulled up with the No Limit truck. We'll get back at you. Yes. So we just got finished with our estimate, you know, Mr. Yee Yee, No Limit Hauling and Junk Removal. And guess who pulled up? The Junk Kings. The Junk King guys have pulled up to give their estimate. But, you know, kind of rude because I was here giving an estimate and they pulled up and jumped out. You know, usually you wait for the hauler to leave, then you give an estimate. But, you know, these guys are kind of rude. They pulled up while I was still talking and didn't even care or kind of give the respect, you know what I mean, of a local independent boss of the company. You know what I mean? The only person who drives that truck is me. I'm the owner. I'm not like these guys who work for somebody. I work for me. But, you know, just the little things that we deal with. But you have to be professional at all times when these jabronis come and they see an independent guy who owns everything. You know what I mean? One person gets paid, and that's me. But, you know, we just gave the estimate, and these jabronis came through. But it's all good. You know what I mean? You still give love. You still give respect. But like I say, always give those estimates in person. Yes, we'll get back at you. Oh boy. Another estimate. Another huge house clean out. And, you know, you seen your boy, Mr. Yee Yee. You know what I mean? That huge house clean out. That house was abandoned. It was foreclosed. The roof is collapsing. This owner is an investor and has bought the home. And they also own a few chain restaurants which I can't really let you know which restaurants that they own, but I've been to a few of them and they're yummy, trust me. But anyways, you know, you see, you go in person, you give those estimates, and you know, you got to give those local prices. If you're a local guy, you can't compete with those guys who pulled up. You see, those guys, Junk Kings, there's nothing but love. You know what I mean? They all saluted me. They all shook my hand and stuff. I just found it that it was kind of rude that, you know, they walked in while I was talking, because I wouldn't have walked in while they were talking. You know what I mean? That's just me. Before I got here, there was a tree guy doing a tree estimate. I did not interfere. I did not walk around. I just stood in my truck and just waited until that person was done. Then I approached, you know, but I also had to cut my, you know, the lock off the door, off the garage, you know. I said that, but that's what we keep our tools for, because you never know when you're going to need those tools. And boom, bam. But that also impresses your clients. That impresses your clients so much when you could do things like that. When you do things like that, you impress your clients so much, because they see that you're ready, you're on call, you have all the tools, you're just there. So anyways, you know, the thing is that this guy and his family, they know the owner of Junk King. And that's why Junk King sent their people out here all the way to Davis, California, where I'm at right now, Yolo County. And you know, I'm pretty sure Junk Kings is based out of Millbrae, South San Francisco area, by the San Francisco airport. So they came way out here. Or there's somewhere, you know, I do believe there's franchises independently owned, which is cool too. But, you know, he didn't even call them. Somebody referred them and they came out here, because he was telling me that's why I'm out here, because he was like, I didn't want to deal with them. You know what I mean? I even called them. Someone called them to come here. We're thinking it's his wife or something, that everybody's connected. But he wants to deal with the local guy out here to save money, because, you know, a lot of people want to save money. So go with the local smaller guys. So anyways, you know, I give my estimate. You guys seen what I did, you know. You know what I mean? I can't really give him a price right there and then for an accurate. I just told him it's going to be this many loads. It's going to be this many loads. But you're definitely going to get a multi-load discount if you choose to go with us. If you go with us, you're going to get, I'm not going to charge you a load that I would charge everybody else for one load. You know what I mean? You'll get a multi-load discount for anything over 2 loads. Anything over 2 loads with me is a multi-discount load. So that means, you know, anytime I do a job and it's 2 loads, if they ever call me back, they always get a discount, because they did a multi-load discount. Or if I get a bunch of jobs that I get from someone and I keep on getting a job from them, then I'm always going to give them a discount. You know what I mean? Those repeater clients, you got to always give them a nice little discount. You can't always charge them what you would charge a new client. So, you know, that's just what it is. But that was another whole house clean out estimate. The season is here. Be patient, but make sure they know how to reach you. This client found me on Google, all my 5-star reviews, and checked everything. He said he's seen all of my photos. He's seen all of my photos, checked everything out, and seen the work, and, you know, did his research before he reached out to me. So I came here, and you know what I mean? I told the client it's going to be a 5 to 8 load job. You know what I mean? Just to give myself some wiggle room. And I told the client that, you know, it may not be 8 loads, but just to give us some wiggle room. Boom, bam, just like that. So, you know, but then, you know, look who shows up while I'm doing my bid. The Junk King guys. And it's all good. It's all love. I got nothing but love for everybody, actually. Mr. Yee got love for everybody. There's money for everybody. Even if I don't get the job here, it's still good. You know what I mean? For the resume. It's still good for you guys to see what I'm going through right now. This is exactly why I do these videos, so you guys can see what's going on and how to deal with these situations and how to prepare for them. I'm giving you the recipe. I'm showing you. You know what I mean? This education in junk and trash removal. Mr. Yee Yee don't give you nothing but facts. I don't give you these things where I hate on other people. I don't do that. I don't talk about other people, whatever. Everybody gets money, it's all good. Some people are going to get more, some people are going to get less. That's just it. It's all good. You know, but you guys got to experience this morning my walkthrough. You guys seen that house. I asked the client, can I shoot a video? Can I shoot everything? And he said, sure, no problem. Go ahead, documentate. I said, perfect. I told the client I'm going to do a little bit of voice talking. And he said, sure, no problem. I'll even go outside while you shoot all this. So I shot all that video, and you guys seen what I did with the client, just like that. Because as long as you communicate with the client and talk to the clients, you'd be surprised how much leeway and how much they'll give you and let you do. But you know, after talking to this client, they want this job done. But you know, I could tell already that they want to save as much as money as possible. And that's exactly why he did not want Junk Kings to come or Junk Kings there. Because he already knew the prices that they were going to do. But I know this owner is an investor, because this owner's like, I'm not going to move in this, but you know, I'm going to get it ready to get on market and get it ready to rent out. You know what I mean? And maybe, you know, later on in the future, some family could live in it. And I'm like, you know, no problem. That's none of my business. No problem. But I know they are investors. So, you know, they want to save as much as money as possible also. So, you know, we showed up. We gave him that price. I didn't even really give him a price. I just said, hey, if you do 1 or 2 loads, it's this price. If you do multiple loads, it's this price. We'll work with you. So, you know, then the client was like, well, what if I bring everything to the front rooms? What if I take everything out of the closets and this and that and put everything in the front room and you just come and just haul it away? I said, no problem. No problem. You save money. I save time. Everybody wins here. There's not a loser here. But the client did want to rent a 40-yard dumpster. And I said, by you renting a 40-yard dumpster, that kind of kills the process of what we do. Because we are the mobile dumpsters. So by you just ordering a dumpster and just trying to have us do the labor and just pay us an hourly wage, I don't get down like that. And I had to make that crystal clear. That, you know, I am all in one. I am the dumpster. I am the labor. It's all in one package. So, you know, and my dumpsters are bigger than theirs, than the corporate guys, you know, as far as yardage. So, you know, that's just it. So, you know, we had to explain, and, you know, he let the other guys walk in the property. You know, he let the other company walk around in the property. Then he came right back. He ran right back out to my car as I was leaving and said, Mr. Yee Yee, I'm going to call you as soon as they leave. I'm going to call you, but I need a fixed number. I need a fixed number on what it's going to take to get this job done so I could run it by the wife. And we already know who runs the show in that house. So when he calls me back, I got to give him a fixed number. So, you know, he can feel good about it, but most important, his family will feel good about it. And, you know, they feel like they won. You know what I mean? But, you know, I already know what the job is going to take. There's probably, there's some items in there that I would probably like to keep, as in, you know, antique type of little doodads, but nothing really that, you know, I would want to keep at my house. Something in a box wrapped up, but that's it, because everything was, you know, this family, people who lived there had dementia, and somebody was living in there partying, because there's beer boxes everywhere, there's ashes everywhere all over the floor, so somebody was living in there and, you know, just taking advantage. Finally, the sheriffs came and closed everything up and said no one else could be in here. So the house went into foreclosure, and this investor came in and bought it. But now that investor needs everything out of there. You know what I mean? So, you know, he called Mr. Yee Yee. And I came in person. He called me last night. At 8 o'clock at night, while I was watching my TV shows, relaxing. And I showed up the next morning for that in-person estimate. It's a half an hour away from my house. It's a half an hour away. No problem. Because, you know what I mean? We're going to write off those miles. appreciation value. We're gonna write off depreciation value. We're gonna write off those miles and, you know, put that on an estimate invoice. And then when we get the job, we're gonna put all those invoices together. And it's gonna happen just like that. But you got to witness this morning Mr. Yee in action with a big, huge house clean out like from the 1960s. They lived there and just left everything. So, you know, I even had to cut the lock off to get in the garage. Then when I get in the garage hasn't been open in probably 10 or more years. Easy. So, you know, I could tell there's raccoons living in the house, there's rats in the house, and the PG&E came and turned off the power. So, you know, the refrigerator has food in it. So, you know, people don't realize that, but that's what you got to deal with when you get in this junk removal game. You're going to have jobs like that where you better wear a mask. You better wear gloves. You better be ready. You better not cry. Because I'm going to tell you, right, Santa Claus, Mr. Yee's coming to town. You know what I mean? Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And that's exactly what Rudy, a.k.a. Mr. Yee, is going to do. And, you know, make sure you like and subscribe. Support the movement, man. I did this video so you guys could see how Mr. Yee does it with the house clean out estimate. The befores, how we get down. So, you know, with that said, I hope everybody on this Tuesday is getting money. I hope everybody is handling their business. I hope everybody is just out there getting it, driving around, letting everybody see your cars and trucks. And, you know, those Junk King guys came through and they seen the No Limit truck. They were like, wow, that's nice. That's what I'm talking about. They were like, wow, that's a nice truck. I said, exactly. But guess what? I own that truck. I'm the boss. So, you know, that's what it is. And, you know, hey, you know what I mean? You know, but everybody gets down different. Don't hate on other haulers. Don't hate on other businesses. Just be worried about you. You know what I mean? Everybody conducts business a little differently. I conduct business a lot different than other people. You know what I mean? I give 100% respect. Sometimes I don't get it back, but it's all good. You know what I mean? It's no problem. But this is your boy, Mr. Yee, signing off today and saying, you know what? For this video, I might do another video later. Who knows? But, you know, just wanted to let you guys see what I'm doing this morning. This is your boy, Mr. Yee. Yes. Again, this is your boy, Mr. Yee. Just wanted to touch on something that, you know, touch base on something that, you know, you guys seen that house estimate I did earlier, you know, and, you know, before you get into those house estimates, those clean out estimates, those full clean out estimates, you really have to be ready for it, you know, by having a crew, by knowing how to price the job, knowing how many days it's going to take to do the job, knowing how many truckloads it's going to do to take the job, or trailer loads it's going to do the job. Or is it easier for you to rent a dumpster? Could you rent a dumpster, you know, to take care of the job in case you're a one-man crew and you don't have trailers or trucks, but you can get, you know, labor, you can get helpers. Those are so important about this business, about, you know, learning how to price the job and learning how to go into a estimate. And, you know, you see a big job and you say, oh, my God, it's a big job. Oh, my God. I don't even know how to price this job. It's so big. Oh, my God. Those type of situations is perfectly normal. A lot of times you don't even have to give a price for the job. You could tell the client, let me reach back out to you. Let me do my calculations. Let me see how much it's going to take me to, you know, get my crew ready, and how much it's going to cost me to do the job with my crew, and I'll get back at you with a price. Because a lot of times you don't even have to give a client the price right there and then. A lot of us fail. You know, Mr. Yee Yee is not perfect. Trust me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'll be the first to tell you that I'm not perfect. But you know, Mr. Yee Yee learns so much all the time. I learn so much all the time. Not every time, all the time. So, you know, my thing is that, you know, you don't always have to rush into the job. You don't always have to forgive the noise in the background, but you don't always have to you know, rush into the job, or you know, rush into the price, especially when you don't even know the price. So, you know, a lot of times we go into these, you know, into these estimates, and, you know, we want to give them a price and do this and do that and get the job and do this and do that. But, you know, we're not even, hang on one second. Let me get my seatbelt on. You know, your boy, Mr. Yee Yee, goes live and direct. Everything I do is unscripted. So, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is, you know, a lot of times we want to get the job. We're so much in a rush to give a price for the job. But, you know, that could, honestly, that could be a fail when you rush to give someone a price because you think that you have to hurry up and give that person a price because you don't want to lose the job. That could be one of your biggest fails. You know what I mean? You want to go in there fresh. You want to go in there mature. You want to go in there like a businessman, and you want to go in there like you know what you're doing. You want to make them show them you know what you're talking about, and you're accurate. So if you give them a price, it is that price, and that's it. So, you know, a lot of us go into these situations not knowing, you know what I mean? We're just in a rush because we want to get the job and we don't want no one else to get the job. But that's the worstest thing you can do. So, you know, when you get in these type of situations, it's A-okay to say, let me get back at you. Let me do my calculations and let me get back at you with an estimate. Because you have time to go around the corner, think, you know, park your truck and think, or get on the freeway and think, and, you know, think about what this job is going to cost you and how much is this job is going to cost you. Because, you know, you get into this job and, you know, you give them a price right there and then, and you don't realize, like, wow, man, that thing cost me more than I even thought. You know what I mean? I actually lost money at the end of the job after paying my crew, paying this, paying for Dumfries, paying gas, paying tow booth, paying this. I only walked away with Paquito. And I'm not in it for Paquito. I hope you're not in it for Paquito. So what I'm trying to say is that, you know, a lot of us rush to get those estimates or give those estimates over the phone, but you actually need to hit the brakes, slow it down, pump them brakes, and, you know, give a price when you're ready. Don't give a price because you're in a hurry, you're at the client's house, and you feel that you have to give them a price right there and then. No, sometimes that could be the best thing for you, is to say, let me calculate everything, let me get back at you. I need time to think about this, and let me get back at you. Because a lot of times, the clients, they will much appreciate that much more. And then you could talk to them. You know what I mean? And then when you hit them with that price, make sure you hit them with that price with a little bit of wiggle room. So you can say, well, you know what? The price for this job should be this, but I could do it for this. So, you know, a lot of times it's okay to pump your brakes, go do the estimate. You don't got to give them a price right there and then. Give yourself some time, whatever it takes you, a few hours, even if it takes you a day to calculate everything, to get everything right. But make sure you communicate that to them, and, you know, so they know they're going to be expecting a call from you for the accurate price for the job. Because the last thing you want to do is give a price and then you do the job and it takes another day, and you're still on the job, and you realize that this job really hurt you. This job really took a lot more than it was supposed to be. This job was really more than, wow, you didn't even think it was going to be that much, but it was, because you did that rushing. You know what I mean? You know, your boy Mr. Yee Yee is Mexican, not Russian. So I take my time on everything I do. You know what I mean? Everybody loves that joke. But, you know, it's just a joke, so don't take it personal. You know what I mean? But, you know, take your time, calculate things, put things together. There's some haulers out here who've been in the game for so long and have been doing it for so long, they can calculate a price real quick and give it to them. Sometimes they lose too. Nobody's perfect. I'm trying to tell you, nobody's perfect. But I'm trying to tell you what Mr. Yee from that 7, that big 7, just like that. Take your time. You know what I mean? It's okay to say, hey, can I go outside and think about this? Can I get back at you with the price? I got to do my calculations. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. Because when you're rushing, you're losing. You know what I mean? The only thing we want to rush is when we're in the house already doing the job. That's when we want to rush. Let's go. Time is money. Let's go. I don't want to be here all day. I don't want to come back tomorrow. Let's go. Let's get those camel back. Let's get those camel hump loads. Let's go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's when you can rush and pick up the pace. You know what I mean? You know, it's not a race. It's a marathon. So, you know, take this info I'm giving you and lock it into your brain when you're giving them those prices. Take your time and think about it. Because trust me, nobody's perfect. A lot of us make mistakes. I'm trying to help you not to make that mistake in this junk and trash removal game. The education, the knowledge Mr. Yee gives everybody absolutely for free. This game I give out. You know what I'm talking about? Mr. Yee, No Limit Hauling and Junk Removal, Northern California, Solano County, that big 707. And you know, that's just how it is. With that said, you know what I mean? I hope that helped you. Yes. To the next.